These are the 6 things I did in order to lose weight after failing for over 22 years. Every diet I've went on a diet, I would fail, I would binge, I would start a new diet, and this was the loop I was stuck in for over 22 years. And I got out last year. I lost 50 pounds. And these are the 6 things I would advise anybody to do if they are on this health journey. 1, use devotion. Do not use discipline. Discipline and devotion may seem like it doesn't really matter, that there's no difference, but they have an incredibly different outcome. If discipline worked, I would be sitting here preaching, saying, you gotta be disciplined, you gotta be disciplined. It just doesn't work, because beating yourself up and saying like, lock in, and you gotta do this, and wake up at 6 in the morning, Navy SEAL, like that energy is like this. It's very short-lived. It's like, you're clenching. If I tell myself I'm disciplined, I go like, but you cannot maintain this for a long period of time. You let go. But devotion is different. Devotion, the energy that taps into is endless. You can keep going on and on and on and on forever. So instead of saying, go on your workout, go walk, I would say, baby girl, my walks are my love letter to you. I want to do this because I want to make you feel good so much. I think you deserve your dream life. And to think of your walks as your love letter, to think of when you're walking in the rain and when you're walking outside and it starts raining, to be like, I'm so devoted to you. Make it romantic. Make your walks cute. Make it a love letter. Number 2, eat real food. Eating real food is 1 ingredient food from nature, and this is the division I would advise anybody who's starting. 90% real food, 10% crap. 90% real food has to be 1 ingredient food from nature: meat, eggs, fruit, things that your eyeball can see and know, like, this is an apple, this is meat. It's not E47. It's not Blyocresserate or all these crazy names. Either eat real food or eat 10% crap, nothing in the middle. We're cutting out the granola bars, the protein shakes, all the highly processed food that is marketed as healthy, do not have actual nutrients in them. Your body can't use them. Your body keeps asking for food because it's not getting anything. And you develop this food crazy mentality. You overeat, you feel bad, you start a new diet. This is the loop that we're trying to cut out, right? Real food brings you calm and clarity. Real food, nothing in the middle, and 10% crap. 10% crap is your absolute garbage, and the functionality that 10% crap has is it stops binge eating. If instead of telling yourself like you can never have chocolate, you say you have to have chocolate today. You have to have at least 10%, which is for me is around 200 calories. You have to have a thing of absolute garbage that you crave every single day. Most effective way to cut that restriction loop out of your. If you want to know more about binge eating, I have a ton more videos on YouTube where I explain the whole dynamic about how to stop binge eating and how it's a pendulum and how all of that works. Rule number 5, hedge yourself, protect yourself. Think of your home as your territory. Almost think of it like this is your kingdom, you're protected, these are the gates, right? The moment you step out of your home, you are in middle food territory. Middle food territory is everything that you can buy in the streets. So if I don't have my hedge breakfast every single morning, I would be super hungry at 10, 11. What do the streets have to offer me in terms of food? I can order maybe a white sandwich with a little bit of blob of cheese. I can go to Starbucks and buy a cookie and some, all of that food has no nutrients, nothing inside. And in your home, you have full freedom. You can do whatever you want. This is your territory. And so you have to make sure you're armored against the middle food territory before you leave your house. So how do I do that? I do that by eating 3 eggs, 1 hamburger patty, sauerkraut, 150 grams of Greek yogurt, some blueberries, some raspberries that are frozen, and some chia seeds. Big ass breakfast every day that keeps me satiated from 7 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. That I do not feel, I just go calm in the streets. I do not want to be desperate in the streets looking for food and be like, and then finding middle food and then eating it and feeling, not there's no nourishment inside. You feel you want more food, and then you get into this loop. So hedge yourself every single morning. And number 6, Whatever the thing is you're going to do it every day. Every day is easier than some days. And I'm not saying it for progress. I'm not saying like you got to be disciplined and work out every day. No, it's because it's actually easier. If you go walking every day, it's easier than going on a walk some days. If you go on your walk 7 days a week, 10,000 steps 7 days a week, that is easier than going 10,000 steps 3 times a week. It's just easier because why? Doing the thing is not hard. Going on a walk is not hard. Eating the food, eating the eggs and the thing in the morning is not hard. Deciding to do it is hard. So you have to make sure that all of the decisions are made up front so you don't have to make any decisions. Same with the walks, same with the food. At least with the food, I would say make one meal the same every single day. Do that on repeat. I do the same breakfast every day, so that means for an entire 24 hours, the only food decision I need to make is my dinner and my 10% crab. So I think about food 20 minutes a day, and that's what you want. With my walks as well, I have a morning walk, lunch walk, and evening walk. I know that, and I'm fully awake, I'm already walking to the walking pad and getting my 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the morning. That's how you do it. So I hope this was helpful. If you want more accountability or you want a walking partner, I'm starting a walking challenge June 1st. It's only in 2 more days that's starting. You have 3 groups, 10, 15, and the 20. Based on where you at now, you pick your group and they become your little family. And you know that those people have the actual exact same goal as you, so they also have 10,000 as their goal, so you can motivate each other. They can see your steps, you can see their steps, and we do chat and we do weekly calls to address all the problems you may have, like feet and shoes and how to go about scheduling and all of that. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM so you can join the June challenge.